Hi everyone,
Hi,
I'm Lisa,
I'm Renee,
and
together we are the Tapping Duo. Welcome back.
So here we are in 2016
Yay!
with another season of Dancing with the Stars. So did you see last night's episode?
I did. I saw it, and I think we're going to have a great season.
Yes, we have no Olympic athletes or
Professional dancers
Right.
or people that are already in the dance field.
exactly
We have a clean slate.
clean slate, so it's going to be great. So maybe we should introduce everyone first. They won't be in the order that they performed last night because they're in the order as they're sitting here.
Okay?
So go ahead.
Ginger Z and Val,
Okay.
Kim Fields, member Tootie, and Sasha.
Doug Flutie and Karina Smirnoff. UFC fighter Paige Van Zant and Mark Ballas. Okay. I got Tony and Marla Maples. And we have Whitney Carson and
Vaughn Miller.
Vaughn Miller. And who do you have in front of you?
I have Peta Murgatroyd and Niall.
He's our first totally deaf
Except for
Marley Matlin.
Marley Matlin, but she said she could hear with a hearing aid, she could hear some of the rhythms, where he can't hear anything. Okay.
Misha Barton and Artem.
We have Jody and
Keo. And everyone's favorite, Geraldo Rivera and
right up here,
Edia.
Edita.
Edida. I apologize.
No, that's okay.
Boys to Men.
Yes, Wayna. Is that how you say it? Wayna
I think so.
and Lindsay.
Lindsay. And lastly, we have Antonio Brown and Sharna.
Okay. We decided this time we're going to put them in categories for our first episode.
Yes.
We have, since we don't have excellent yet, we have poor, fair, and good. All right?
Now, by poor, we mean probably won't go too far in the competition. They may not have any natural ability from which to build.
Well, 3 have no ability at all. And they can build tiny, but there's really no natural ability at all.
So if I had to guess as to who they might be as the bottom, my first and foremost, from my view, was Geraldo.
Geraldo, definitely.
I mean, even walking across the floor was
hard for him.
hard for him. So
Yes.
I would put Geraldo in that first group. And who else?
Doug Flutie. He's our football player.
Yes.
He throws the ball beautifully, but yeah.
Well, it was interesting because on the radio they were talking how he was a quarterback in the pocket.
Yes.
So he didn't have a lot of footwork. So it'll be interesting, but he does have drive.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to
Well,
see
he has
how
a lot of, he's competitive, so he's going to give it his all.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there was a third one.
Misha.
Misha Barton. She's right
Yes.
here.
She had a real attitude at first, She really just didn't even want to approach it until Artem got out there and showed her other people. And this is her. Maybe she'll do better. Where'd you say she's from? She's from some show.
The OC.
OC. Yeah, I never saw the OC. So there we have her. So those are our 3 bottoms.
Right.
That were poor.
Right.
All right. Our fair category is huge. It's the
maybe
biggest
we
one.
should jump to the good.
Okay, we'll jump to the good first. A second. Okay, so we have
Wayna?
Wayna.
And I apologize for butchering that. And Lindsay. He was completely entertaining to watch.
Fabulous. He did.
He had great rhythm.
Yes.
He could move his whole body. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
We have Ginger Z. She's from Channel 7. She's the news girl. Just had a baby.
Okay, well, I disagree on Ginger Z. I know that they scored her high, but I would have swapped her out with someone else.
Marla.
With Marla.
Yeah, Marla did a great job too. So, but there's potential here.
There's potential there.
She was the first one out the door. Wasn't she? Wasn't she the? No, she wasn't the first one. But you're nervous, and I'm sure she's.
You're
anyway.
a Ginger Z fan.
Well, I think she's a really enthusiastic young lady, and I appreciate all that she does in life. So I know I watch her every morning. So I know what she can do in her normal life. So I'm sure she'll put all that enthusiasm in learning how to dance, and you will see her improve. So yeah, I'm kind of a cheerleader for Ginger Z.
Okay. The third one in the group, I think hands down, was Niall.
My favorite of the night.
Favorite of the night.
He's our person who cannot hear.
Right.
And I think he's a great advocate for people who can just dance even if they can't hear the music.
And he's clearly natural. I mean, he has complete control of his body.
I thought about it last night. He doesn't have the sense of hearing, so his sense of vision and copying is perfection, because he doesn't have the hearing to distract him from learning. His whole life has been about watching and learning through movement.
Yes.
I mean, whether it be modeling or walking down the street or learning how to do a lot of things, he's had to use his visual aid to do that. And so he just has to copy PETA. So it'll be very rare that they tell him his timing's off, because he'll be right with PETA.
Exactly.
And he'll copy it beautifully. So it'll be wonderful to watch him grow.
Well, and he's the perfect person to watch someone else. I mean, a lot of us can watch someone else, but they're not really concentrating on what the other person's doing.
No, because they're listening, or they're doing, they're hearing. They're getting distracted by their hearing. He's got a gift that he doesn't have to worry about that.
Yes.
You know what I mean, in a way?
Yes, and he can just mimic.
Yes, which is great.
But he does more than mimic, because he's feeling it even though he can't hear the music. So
he will always be right on.
He will be very enjoyable to
watch. It'll be fun to watch him grow.
But he can emote. I mean, which is interesting.
Well, there's the model.
Yes.
And he can watch dancers, and he watches PETA, and he just has to copy her in her emotion.
Yes.
And she can tell him what emotion it is and it'll be fun to watch her learn how to sign.
Right.
So, clap, clap. It's awesome. Okay. Poor.
We did poor and we did good. Pretty much everyone else is middle of the road.
That's right. So that's what I meant. Fair.
We have Paige in middle of the road. We have Kim Fields in middle of the road. Von Miller.
Miller.
Of any of these three, did you have a comment on any of them stand out in any particular way?
No, they're all just the same to me. There's only one that's is that Marla?
It's Marla. I thought she was cheated in her scores last night. I really thought
You know what? I'm really surprised. I really thought she did better than I ever thought she would do. I am so thrilled for Tony that he has somebody who could really get better rather than having like a Geraldo. He always seems to get the Geraldos of the girls.
Yes.
Antonio Brown. And Whitney was with Von Miller.
Jodie Sweetin.
Yes, up here, Jodie.
She
From
did
Full
a nice
House,
job,
Fuller
too.
House.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was happy that Lindsay got a dancer. Because remember last season, Lindsay got The Bachelor?
Yeah, I don't remember.
And
it's okay, we don't remember.
She has
We're moved on.
One who can move to the music.
Yeah. So that's what we wanted to let you know how our feelings were. We don't know who will go home next week. I will be shocked if it's not Geraldo. Or who's the other girl? Quick. From the OC.
Oh, Misha.
Misha, yeah. I think one of those two will go home. And
once again, I've dropped my remote.
Bye, Lisa. So please, comment with us. Give us your 2 cents on how you feel about the dancers this season. Again, I just love that they're all on an even scale. They're all going to grow. So I think that's going to make it harder to have somebody go home and which one should go home. I hope Len is happy he's back. He didn't act like he was happy he was back.
Yeah, the one thing I wanted to say is I thought for an opening night, there was a lot of dancing. There was not nearly as much posing.
Except
even
by
from Doug
Geraldo.
Flutie, he's the only one that, and barely could pose. Even Doug Flutie was giving the floor and trying to move across it. So I was very impressed with the choreography and song choice. I thought song choices last night were great.
I always find it funny when the judges try to find something that I'm sure the choreographers have told them a million times in class, do not dance flat-footed, and yet then they do the dance, and then Bruno comes and talks all about being flat-footed, and as if he was the first time that he'd hear it, and I'm sure the partners, the choreographers always tell them what to do and what not to do, but that's okay. When you're out there and you're thinking about the dance, you're thinking about the music. In fact, probably most of them don't even hear the music. They're so nervous. So I wish them all well.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week. And we'll see who gets kicked off and ends up going to Mirrorball Heaven. And we're on our journey. So please join us. We'd love to see you.
Bye.